Good morning, everyone. Students, today we are going to start Civics Chapter 1, Class 7. So, here the name of the chapter is on equality. Equality means the same status when all the people they are treated as equal. So let's start the chapter. India is a democracy. In the class 6 book, we looked at the key elements of a democratic government. These include people's participation, the resolution of conflict, and equality and justice. Equality is a key feature of democracy and influences all aspects of its functioning. In this chapter, you will read more about equality, what it is, why it is important in a democracy, and whether or not everyone is equal in India. Let us begin by looking at Kanta's story. Equality is the key feature of any democracy, and if we talk about a country like India, a vast country like India, here we don't find all the people equally, or all the people they are not equal. Why? There are some of the reasons. So let's start with the story which is given here. See this picture that these people they are standing in a line. Manjeet Kaur, Teja Singh. So Manjeet Kaur, a teacher, then Teja Singh, he's a trader, then Girish Rao, he's a student, then Kanta Devi, domestic worker, means maid, she goes in the houses of others for doing cleanliness, etc. Then Sujata Kumari, she is also a domestic worker. So let's start. On election day, Kanta and her friend Sujata are waiting to cast their votes. Means all these people they are standing in a line and waiting for their turn to cast their vote. So what happened? Isn't it good, Suja, that we can all vote as equal citizens of our country? Even Jain Sahab is standing in the line with us. So here we can say that all people they are standing in one line irrespective of their social or economic status. So whether they are poor or rich, they are to wait in the same line. Means poor and rich they have right to vote. Here we are talking about political equality. You people also have seen that when there is election time and the people they go to cast their vote, all people they stand in one line, whether he is the richest person or the poorest one, all are to stand in the same line. So this is what's shown in this picture. So go on Kanta, it's your turn. Then it's Kanta's turn. Then next, I will vote for the candidate who has promised to bring pipe water to our area. This also you people might have noticed that at the time of election or during election campaign, the candidates make promises with the people for maintaining roads, for the supply of clean drinking water, for electricity. So various kind of promises are made by the candidate. So here Kanta is talking about that she would give her vote to the person or to the candidate who promised to bring a pipe water to their area. Now see what happened in the afterwards. So we will see you later, Kanta. Then yes, Namaste Sahab. Then see this Sahab after casting vote, he started for his home. Then now both the friends Kanta and Sujata they are talking. Gudiya has been running fever and I have to take her to the hospital. But I will have to finish the work at Sahib's house first and ask for some advance. So this also we see in our surroundings that this is a major problem with the poor people, that those people don't have money. These people, if there is any kind of ailment like the daughter of Kanta is suffering from fever, then she has to complete or finish her work in the homes of different people, and then she will take some advance or borrow some money from the owner of the house, and then she would take her daughter to the doctor. So see, uh, here have some of this. You will feel better, and when I get back in the evening we will go to the hospital. Okay, now see here Kanta is giving something to her daughter, and telling her that she would take her to the doctor in the evening. Why? Beta, it is their helplessness that these people don't have money, and they have to work, and when they have money only then they can go to the doctor. This is the condition of a poor person like Kanta. Now see, it's no wonder that Gudiya falls ill. Often the basti is never clean. Now see, that's why it is told to everyone to keep the surroundings neat and clean. So here see, in the picture there is dirt all around. They are living in a slum area where there is dirt all around, a drain behind their house. That's why, due to this dirty condition, dirty environment, her daughter gets fever frequently or falls ill frequently. Now let's see next. Equal right to vote. This is okay. So see, first we will read the story, complete the story. Make sure to do the corners properly. Now see, the lady of the house, she is instructing Kanta to do cleanliness properly. Then next, here's your advance, Kanta, but don't make a habit of it. Then after that, the lady of the house, she gives her advance and ask her not to make it her habit. No ma'am. Next, just few more in the evening, just few more minutes, Betty. Now see the daughter, she is in a critical condition, and Kanta is consoling her. So Jan ma'am and Jan Sahib may stand in line to vote, but they never have to do it when their children are sick. See, Kanta is thinking, then when the people they go to cast their vote, they all stand in the same line. But if the children of a rich person like Jain Sahib falls ill, they never stand in line, they direct go to the doctor. So here the situation is given. Here we are talking about economic inequality, that rich people, they have money, so they can go to private doctors. They don't need to stand in lines in the government hospitals. Now let's start next. I think this is understood that the poor people, they are helpless. As they don't have money, and they have to stand in long queues, long lines when they are going to hospitals for the treatment, whether for themselves or for their children. Now see, equal right to vote. The story begins with Kanta standing in line to cast her vote. Look again at the various people who are standing in line with her. Kanta recognizes her employer Ashok Jain and Chote Lal, her neighbor. In a democratic country like India, all adults, irrespective of what religion they belong to, how much education they have had, what caste they are, or whether they are rich or poor, are allowed to vote. This, as you have already read in the class 6 book, is called universal adult franchise and is an essential aspect of all democracies. So here we are talking about universal adult franchise, means all the adult citizens of the country. In India, if we talk about all the people who are of 18 years and above have right to vote irrespective of their caste, color, creed, gender, language, religion, region, etc. Means all the people, rich or poor, they are given right to vote without any discrimination. The idea of universal adult franchise is based on the idea of equality because it states that every adult in a country, irrespective of their wealth and the communities she or he belongs to, has one vote. Kanta is excited to vote and happy that she is equal to all of the others because each of them has one vote. So here we are talking about the term one person, one vote, one value. Here Kanta is happy because rich or poor, they all have one vote and each vote has one value. So here we are discussing political equality, that in a democracy all the people, whether rich or poor, are given the right to vote. So this is all about for today. If you have any question, any query, discuss with me in the class tomorrow. Have a nice day.